No, it's fine. Just fucking pay attention. Okay. And then I'm recording this and I'll send you the recording or I'll like upload it on YouTube and then send you the link. But anyways, um, so from the top, you split up your screen, right? And then how
Mhm.
you do that is you go here and you basically choose what you want. So I have it set like this. So I could do one screen or I could do two screens. And then this screen, it says 5 minute. This screen says 1 minute. And then you have to like don't make this mistake. Like so say for example, I have 1 minute on GC open, but then I have NASDAQ open on this side. Then I'm like, oh shit, this looks good. And then I fucking try to do something. But then like this screen, the entry model on the 1 minute, like is on a different thing. Like you make sure they're both on the same thing. But anyways, here
Okay.
is a sample. So the strategy is supply and demand, and it's a 1 minute fib entry. So this is how Doyle marks up his supply and demand. He goes from like the low to like that wick high. So like he marks up the whole thing because some people they might just do like say for example the red candle right there. And then from there, like that's their demand zone. But Doyle does like he includes like the green demand candle. And then like let's say for example, let's find like a supply example.
Mhm.
Um so a supply example could be like from this wick to the bottom of that red candle. But what Doyle does is he like includes like the second candle like to the left of like whatever zone, whether it's supply and demand. So like yeah, I don't know if that's making sense. Um and then like so this is the 5 minute supply zone or demand zone right here. And then what I'm gonna do is I will find it on the 1 minute, which is right here. And what you can do on the 1 minute is you can also mark up like demand zones as well. So you could have marked maybe like these candles or like this candle. So like I could go from this green candle wick, and that could be my 1 minute. Looks like you almost got fucking stopped out. So that one would have been a little tight. Um, what I do for the strategy is I go from the bottom of the box, the bottom of the zone. Or if it's a supply, I go from the top of the box. So I'm looking for a demand at the bottom of the fucking box, which would have been right here, this candle, because it's at the bottom of the box. And then you take your fib. So I'll just mark it right here. Then I'll go to the settings, take a screen. Oh shit, not lock. Nope. Yeah, this one. Take a screenshot. Also have this on the video. So Doyle's fib settings, he's like targeting like a 1 to 5 or a 1 to 6 sometimes. But then like what I told you, was on the charts with Griffin, he said that you're not always gonna have a home fucking run trade. And it's better to like secure the profits. So what he recommends is like a 1 to 3. So these settings are marked up to exactly hit a 1 to 3. Um, make them exactly the same. You can change the colors if you want, but I'd recommend making it the same. So for example, I'm gonna exit out of here. So for example, I grab this long tool. The 70% level is where you place your order. So you place like your long, like your measurement tool. So even right here, 3.06. It's pretty much a 1 to 3 every single fucking time. There might be the odd, I don't know, like 1 to 10, like 3.1, 3.10. But I'll just delete all these real quick. So you have your 5 minutes demand zone. You go down to the 1 minute. You have your 1 minute demand zone. What you do is take your fib from the bottom of that demand, like the green candle. Like there is this wick right here. You could go from the wick if you want. I think it's probably like just like a fucking point, like 4 ticks. So it doesn't really matter. But like this is how I do it. And then look at that shit. Fucking price came back down, 70% level, activated, fucking 1 to 3. Done. Dunzo Malenzo. Then what you do when you're trading with TradingView, you just like right click, you click buy or sell. I'm on my paper trading. So it's just like demo fake. Just get the reps in. So you move so on this screen, you'll notice on the 1 minute I have ticks. On the right screen, it's the dollar sign. I changed that up and I don't know how to fucking change it back to dollar signs, but it's not about the dollars. It's about the fucking skill. It's about the consistency. It's about the discipline. So you're risking 125 to make one 375, hitting a 1 to 3. Then you just click buy. Now this order is like activated or gonna be like in queue, like right here, place. All these orders are placed. So like if price come back here, it would activate me into this position. But price is all the way over here, and I'm not doing that right now. So just click X real quick. What you can do, like since this is like so tiny, like you might not want to risk $125. Let me fucking go like this and zoom in over here. You might not want to risk $125, right? So all that you would do based off your account size. So say you have your $50,000 account on Top Step, and maybe um this is where you have to decide like if you want to build consistency, like slow and steady wins the race. So if you just want to do one contract, maybe for the combines, because you can do 5 contracts. So 5 contracts, you're risking 625. Your final target would be 1,850, but you can't even hit 1,850 because you can't make more than 50% of $3,000 in one single trading day. So the most you can make is 1,500. So if you want, maybe you just kind of like do the math. Okay, okay, that's 1,400. That's just under 1,500. I'm going to do 4 contracts. So you're basically risking 500 to make 1,480. Then you click buy and then boom, you just caught a 1 to 3. So I'll actually place this measurement tool or the long tool on the bottom, like the red 100%. That's where you place your stop loss. To the green level, that's your take profit. Look at 2.96. So that's what I mean. Like it's not like always gonna be exact. Yeah, but that's pretty much a 1 to 3. Maybe this is not proper. But I don't know if you can see this. Like I'm either above the yellow line or I'm below it. And it's just because of like where I'm at. And if you look at the price on the far right, it goes from 26,130.50. When I move it down, 26,130.25. So that's one tick. Ticks are 0.25s. And 1 point is 4 ticks. So in order for it to go from 26,130, you need 4 ticks to make it go to 131. So look at 25, 50, 75, that's 3 ticks. Boom, that's 4 ticks. Now we're at 131. So sometimes like where your fib is marked up, it's not like gonna be like on the exact like tick price or yeah that you need. That's why this says like a 1 to fucking 2.96 or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out. Like I wanted to say 1 to 3. Let me get rid of that. Okay, so my stop loss was below the red line. Now my stop loss is above the red line. Now it says 1 to 3.08. So it's pretty much the fib settings are set up so it's always like a 1 to fucking 3. And then that's pretty much it. So you mark a 5 minute, you go down on the 1 minute, you mark a 1 minute demand, you take your tool from the low to the high, and then let price pull back. You're fucking you when you're waiting for price to pull back, you're fucking placing that order because sometimes it's quick. Sometimes it's like real fucking quick. So like say I don't even know how to use the how do you do it? Like I don't even know how to do replay. I don't know. And I don't think I'm gonna figure it out right now. Replay. You can now replay on all charts. Click the down arrow and select all charts. I don't want to watch that. Click the down all charts. Okay, right here. Cool. Check this out. Learning something fucking new. So this is real time. On the 5 minute time frame, we're fucking breaking structure to the upside. We're fucking trending bullish, right? We broke this structure. We fucking came we fucking retested it. Like we broke it, retested it, boom. Break and retest. You could have fucking entered, but we're not doing break and retest. We're doing supply and fucking demand. So keeps going up, keeps going up. Now price finally is like pulling back. Then here's a 5 minute demand zone. And this is like real time. Like we don't have any data to the right of us. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna mark this up based off my system, my entry model. You mark up this 5 minute supply zone. You hop onto the 1 minute time frame over here. You find a 1 minute. Let me like reset. So it's like not as like fucking skinny candles. Yeah, that looks easier to see.
Do the
Um,
fib extension again,
okay,
like
yeah, I'll do
raw,
the
like it's a live session.
okay, so this is 5 minute, this is 1 minute. Okay. So you take your fib tool from the low of the zone. It could, so when we're watching live, this is the high currently, right? And then I forget, I don't use fibs, so I don't know. You just click up? No. What the heck? How do I like? Okay, so price went up more. So you just keep going up. You just keep going up like in real time. This is what I do like when I fucking can't see straight. When it's like fucking 6:30 in the morning, I'm laying in bed. You just keep going up and moving it up. Like as it goes up higher. Okay, so let's take this. So this is like where it went, right?
Mhm.
And then you place your order, you get fucking wicked in, and you just let it play out in real time. You don't move your stops to break even, you don't do none of that bullshit. Fucking in this bitch. Boom. Final targets hit. Boom. There you go. So that's NASDAQ. So let's find an example on gold. And how do I like, yes, exit replay. Down, price is pulling back. Oh, look at price came down to this area, went back. I don't know. I'll just leave it, set and forget. But anyways, um, let's find like that 5 minute supply demand example. This is what I mean. Like it looks very fucking choppy. Let me just get rid of that. Let me get rid of
Mm.
this. Let's go over here. So this is the 5 minute. If you wanted to, I actually see an area, but we could do it. It's just these wicks are real fucking high. So you go from the top of the wick to the bottom of the fucking wick. There's your demand right there. Gold is going up. Gold fucking broke all this structure, creating this new highs. Price came back down. It didn't break, like it didn't close below, like the candle closure is just like wicked. So it's still respecting this structure point technically, or at least like, yeah. So then what you would do is you go down on the 1 minute. This is the 1 minute screen. This is too fucking high. I low-key don't like this. It's too fucking high. It didn't even play out. Like you would have got your stop loss hit. So look at check it out. So you take your fib tool from the low to the high. Price did respect the 70%, but it only got you like a 1 to 2 maybe. And then it fucking tanked. You got cooked. Or 1 to 1, 1 to 1.45. And then it fucking reversed and you got cooked. So yeah, that's it's like too big of a zone. It could have worked out like if it was like a strong bullish day, but we also had news. We had news at like 10 a.m. EST. So the news probably like affected it, made gold drop. But I want to show you an example. Let's actually find like a supply example. So let's zoom out on our 5 minute. So we could use like this area. So like gold is like moving up, moving up, moving up. But then when the market opened, it broke below this structure point right here, right? So it's creating new lows, broke below this structure point, right? Creating new lows, right? So what does that mean? We are now um, looking for sells. The sellers have entered the market. So you go from the top of that red candle wick. You could go to this green candle. You can mark it like that, or the whole red candle. You would mark up the whole zone. It's just up to you. You just have to choose if you want to do it like that, like you go from the red candle high to like the green candle low, or just the whole like red candle. But the green candle, there has to be a green candle beside the red candle in order for that to be a supply. Like for example, like like this candle can't be the supply zone right here because the red candle is next to it. It has to be like the initial push, or like right here, the initial push. This would be the demand zone because this is where the initial push comes and then it like fucking takes off. Then like even look at this. Price came back, fucking respected it. You fucking like Doyle, you get an aggressive. He has an aggressive entry model, but your stop loss below the zone, and then you fucking hit a 1 to 1. That's all he hits. Hit a 1 to 1. All right, close some contracts, close some contracts, leave a runner, leave a runner, leave a runner. All right, I move my stops to 1 to 2. You fucking almost hit a 1 to 4. Just this off this demand zone. But nonetheless, I'm showing you a fucking supply entry model for the 1 minute. So you have your supply zone right here, which is these two candles right here. And then where the fuck are we? Okay, right here. So you go down to the 1 minute. And then if you wanted to, you could do your supply zone from here, but then price never came back. But then there's also another one from like this green candle to like this red candle on the 1 minute. Like this green candle and this red candle. This would be like the 1 minute supply. And look at price. Price came back up. And this is what I would call like stacking zones within zones. So we have the 5 minute, then we have the 1 minute. So like that just is like more confluence, like your the probabilities of your trade playing out are a lot higher. So maybe for a setup like this where multiple zones are stacked up, maybe you might want to do fucking more contracts, put on more size. But so you could go from this top of the box, like the 5 minute, wait, fuck, not that. I want my fib. So you go from the top of the box to the low, right? Which is like right here. Price came back, activated you in, fucking chop city, fucking waste time. You fucking have to hold this bitch. You have to hold it. I'm just gonna move this so my green line goes to where it finally exits you out. So right here. That'd have been a long fucking time. That'd have been a long time. Um, but it played out 1 to 3. God damn it. At the red line, take profit. At the green line, one to 3.09. Boom. And then if you were like placing one contract, you're risking down 660 to make 2050. So like on my funded account, that would have fucking slapped. That would have been fucking amazing. Like I'd be up 2K profit, closer to my 4K profit to pull up fucking 2K profit. Um, but then on your trading challenge, you would exit the trade earlier. So you literally like get activated in when price came to here, 1,000, 1,049 or 1,500. You'd been out of the trade because you can't make more than 1,500 in a single day. Um,
Is that
that's the
just for
that's
the challenge portion?
yeah, just the combine portion. You can't make more than 1,500. Um, and then even only risking one contract, like you can't let it hit your final like 1 to 3. But that other example that I showed you at the beginning of the recording, how like you increase your contract size to hit that 1,500.
Hmm.
Because like you can max it out. Like you could just do max 5 contracts to pass your combine like as soon as fucking possible. Literally, like it just fucking moves like a sliver. You get activated in, but how much would that be? Like where that price reversed, 1,100. You'd basically be risking you'd have like two shots, two bullets, because your max loss is 2,000. If you hit 2,000, your account's and violated, da 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 da. But it's $50. Risk to reward. You have the skill set, you're fucking dialed in, you're fucking profitable, you pulled out payouts before, and you want to like risk it for the biscuit and go fast, challenge yourself, kind of like a those trading tournament things where they see what trader can make the most amount of money because they got the fucking skill set. If you're there, then by all means, fucking do the shit. But I would just recommend like one contract because even one contract, like you still didn't even hold the whole 1 to 3, and you still had to cut your trade short before the final 1 to 3 target, because you hit the 1,500, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so that's the entry model. That's from the top of the zone. Now I'll show you like from this other zone. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. So I marked up this other zone right here from like where this green candle was. And I feel like that might be more precise and you're not holding as long. I guess you're still in drawdown. I guess this would actually be holding longer because you're not starting the fib until like a little bit lower compared to up here. So price came back, activated doing a little bit of drawdown, and then it entered. And then like Doyle, what he would normally do is he would like this like EMA stuff, he would might take a breakout. Um, so like this candle right here, he would take a breakout on this candle because it closed below the blue 50 SMA or 50 EMA, and also closed below the red line as well. So he would have got in at this candle closure right here. His stops would have been up top, and then he would have hit a 1 to 1, and then he would have left a runner. And look at that runner. Look at it run 1 to 4. So like he already secured a 1 to 1, and then he's leaving whatever contracts left. That's like another, I don't know, chapter stage. First stage is getting on the charts in the morning, so waking up. Second stage, marking up supply and demand zones. Like you have to identify the trend. Like are we going up? Are we going down? Um, so like right here, we're going down. Could even mark one up here for you. Let me just move that. This is looks like London session or Asian session. So we broke below the structure point, this structure point. We're creating new lows, and then I see this supply right here. So I'm going from the top of that green wick to the bottom of the red candle, and then you go to your 1 minute, and then sometimes you might not have time to mark like a 1 minute supply. So like this could technically be the 1 minute supply, but then there's like when you trade with Doyle, he talks about like low probability and high probability. So when there's like no gap, like look at price just like bang around in the zone, that'd be like a low probability. But right here's a gap. So now this would be like a higher probability. But let's go to the fib, the top of the zone. You marked it up here. Price never came back and activated you at the 70%. So you keep moving down. Price never came back, kept moving lower. Finally, there we go. Price came to this level and then price started to reverse. Then you place your order. This is $300 USD to make 940. Perfect, beautiful. And I'll just move this tool so it hits the final 1 to 3. There you go. So yeah, your you have identified where the fuck price is going. Also, the EMAs, the moving averages, also help you out too. It's like, oh, we're fucking bullish. But we broke this low. We broke this low. Look at the fucking EMAs. They're fucking coming to the downside. Maybe you should look for sells. So then you mark up your latest supply. You could have marked this up, but as you're like trading live, no pullback. but it created a new one. So you mark up the latest zone when you're trading live because it never touched this zone. Um, and then yeah, then you would have fucking been risking 300 bucks, make 940, you know? And that's
Mhm.
just one contract. So, but like if you're trading on the combine and you want to like hit the 1,500 goal for the day, and you want to go fast, maybe you do two contracts. So again, you can't even hold for the final 1 to 3. You can only hold till about here. And then you hit 1,500. And then you could even use your tool, your measurement tool. So pull back here, you got activated here, stops at the red line, or that's stop loss. Like right here, 3.13, basically a 1 to 3 every time on the fib settings. And yeah, so that's a quick little crash course on the fib settings. You have a 5 minute supplier demand. You go down to the 1 minute, you mark up a 1 minute supplier demand. You use your fib from the high to the low or from the low to the high, and then you place an order as you're waiting. And then you just let it play out. Um, and like this is why Griffin told me like not to move stops to break even. Because say for example, sniper fucking entry, you're fucking up like in real time.
Right.
You're up fucking you're up fuck actually if you're doing your combine, you would have been taken out. Like you would have had to like close your position at the 1,500. But say you're on your live funded and it's like a fucking sliver. It's a fucking sliver. It's like a few ticks away from your final 1 to 3. Okay, our meeting's gonna end in 10 minutes. I'll make it worth it. You're like a fucking sliver away. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna move my stops to break even. You can do that. You can do that. But then you just went from being up 1,820 to fucking $10 profit or some shit, you know? So it's up to you what you want to do. Um, but Griffin says like just like let it play out. Because like you're on the 1 minute time frame, like it's so tiny, it's so small. Compared to like when you zoom out, it's like 5 minute, 15 minute. Where are we? Oh my gosh, we're right over here. Like there's a lot of noise on the 1 minute. It's pulling back. Oh my God, moose stops break even. Meanwhile, you just got a huge fucking uh bearish 15-minute engulfing candle close below the red 50 moving average. For Doyle, he might have even entered this on the 15 minute, like he entered a 15-minute buy this morning. It's like, okay, we got the candle closure. I'm in buys. I'm in sells. As long as it closes below or above these lines, Doyle's fucking in. He's fucking in that shit. So there's no need to fucking move your stops to break even because like you have a lot of momentum on your side. You're below the red line. Look at you just got a wick. And Doyle was talking about this during a call the other day about not the market makers, but like for us retail people, they like to get in our fucking heads. So when they see us, when we see this, we're like, oh my God, I'm gonna move my stops. You get fucking taken out, then it goes in your way. Let it play out. You have to let it play out. Um, because that's what they want. They want to take out all the people. They want them to get FOMO, scared, emotional, then it just fucking plays out. Um, but anyways, that's the entry model on the 1 minute fib entry. Um, I'll upload this recording to YouTube and I'll share you send the link to you. Do you have any questions? We have 7 minutes before the Zoom's over.
Those MA settings.
Oh, yeah, you need those. Right here. So 3 MA. So for the blue line, I made a mistake. So it does 13, which is the last 13 candles on whatever time frame. I made a mistake during summertime. I did 21. I low key like 21. I like 21. Um, let me see. Let me look at the time. I'll go back to the EMA settings, but like on the 5 minute. It's like beautiful. So like look at this. 5 minute candle close above the blue line, which is for us 20, right? I don't know, I just like it. Like price just like bounces off of it compared to like, let me see this exact example. Let me change it to 13. Price like is already like closing below it because some people they use the moving averages to like hold their position, like when they're scalping. It's like right here, candle close above. Do I close? Do I close? Do I close? We have no candle closure below the blue line. Just keep fucking holding it. Right here, we have a candle closure. That's where you would fucking close your position. Even though this is a big ass fucking candle. Oh my God. You put your stop loss below the breakout candle, and then you just ride it until it closes below that EMA or whatever. Since the candle's so huge, you only caught like a 1 to 4, but um, I don't know. I just like it being 20. You can choose 20, 21, or 13. Dole is 13. I'm doing 21. That's the blue line. The red line is 50, and you want to do SMA instead of EMA for the 50. And then the white line is 200, the last 200 candles. Then you want to do EMA instead of SMA. And then for style, you want to make it blue, white, and red. And visibility, I don't really change any of this stuff. Okay, looks good. And yeah, and there's more to it, but this is like the intro to, I don't know, the strategy, I guess you could say. Um, it also, like for example, right here, it looks like a lot of chop because look at the white 200 moving average. It's like flat. When the 200 is flatlining, it's not really like the best market conditions because like we want to catch the move, like we want to like be in it to win it. We don't want to just like get fucking chopped up. See, like right here, price was above. You thought you were fucking buying. You fucking got stopped out. Now price is below. You're like, all right, let's hop in sells. But then it's just fucking flat. It fucking came back up. So you're like, all right, let's buy. But then it came below the white line again. It's below. So like when it's flat, kind of dangerous. Don't even waste your time or your money or your stress. You want to wait for it to like, I don't know, be away. Like even right now today, like it was like kind of flatlining. That's why it's like Chop City and people are just getting fucking taken out. Because the moving average is just flat. But anyways, any other questions? We got like 3 minutes left.
What about the trading session settings?
So I don't even have this on. I don't even know how this blue is on here. I don't even use this, honestly. I don't know what I did. Like I don't know.
Go to settings. Right,
Um,
right there it says at the bottom of that. Yeah, I think it's mm, Canvas, I think.
oh, right here, this one. Electronic trading hours, regular trading hours. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Turn on electronic again.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess electronic makes it like black and then like a shade of blue. But basically, like when this market opened 9:30, that's when the screen goes black. 9:30 market open, EST, Wall Street, the fucking the orders are coming in. That's when like shit's fucking hot.
Yeah,
And then same thing like market close, like at 4 p.m. But on Top Step, you have to have all positions closed by 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 2 p.m. um Alberta time.
Yeah. 2 p.m.
Let's see here. Maybe I'll show you Top Step real quick.
Sure.
Oh, we have some time left. So yeah, I hit my fucking max loss today. 500 bucks. So this is my funded. This is where it's like fucking make or break because I was talking about like this red dotted line is your max loss. So when you first start 50K, you could like if you lose 2K, then you're done. You lose your account. But as I made profit, this fucking max loss came up too. And my profit is going down because I took some losses, but my fucking red line is the same. So I don't know exact metrics or numbers. We have 1 minute left, but that's something to be mindful of when you are trading funded. Um, that like you want to continue to go up and up and up. Obviously, I feel like as long as I follow my system, like I can have a growth curve. Because like I took a loss here, but then I like slowly came up. Like after like 3 trades, I was up. So I just need like 3 winning days, and I'll be up. But thank you so much for your time, bro. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. And feel free to reach out if there's anything else that you need, and we'll schedule another call because there's like more to it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, bro. Have a good day.
Sounds good, brother. You as well.